Hello YouTubers, I will be reviewing this Saturday's AFL games for this round. If you like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like. Every subscriber will be appreciated. The first game on Saturday was between the Hawks and the Crows, played at the MCG. The final score was Hawthorn 16 goals 11 107 to the Crows 12 goals 8 80. The Hawks won by 27 points. Looking at the timeline of the scores, in the first quarter, the Hawks kicked 5 goals to the Crows 2 goals to lead by 20 points at quarter time. In the third quarter, the Hawks kicked 2 goals and the Crows were goalless, with the Hawks taking a 29-point lead at half time. In the third quarter, the Hawks kicked 5 goals and the Crows kicked 5 goals, with the Hawks leading by 33 points at 3/4 time. In the final quarter, the Crows won the last quarter by kicking 5 goals to 4. But watching the whole game, the Hawks totally dominated the Crows, and the score unjustifies the actual performance of Hawthorn, with the Hawks only winning by 27 points, but they totally dominated the game. The goal kickers for the Hawks were 5 goals to Moore, 3 goals to Gunston, 2 goals to Geelong, and singles to Bruce, Deere, Hardwick, McDonald, Nash and Reese. For the Crows, Burgess and Cook 3 goals respectively, 2 goals to Foley and singles to Jones, Murphy, Schulberg and Scholl. The best players for the Hawks were Moore, who kicked 5 goals, Day, Geelong, Newcomb and Shrimshaw. The best players for the Crows were Crouch, Saligo, Borlase and Scholl. Walker was subbed off during the game as he suffered a back injury. Looking at the stats, the Hawks were minus 17 in disposals. They totally smashed the Crows with plus 22 inside 50s. The efficiency inside 50, the Hawks absolutely annihilated the Crows, being plus 10%. The Hawks were minus 2 in turnovers. And in a total domination of the game, the Hawks led for 100% of the game. The Crows were just out of it from the start of the first bounce. My 3-2-1 for the brownlow are 3 votes to the Moore Hawthorn, who had 5 goals, 27 disposals, 5 marks, 3 tackles, 3 clearances, 361 minutes gained, and 2 goal assists. 2 votes to Jay Newcomb Hawthorn, who had 26 disposals, 2 marks, 4 tackles, 9 clearances, 457 minutes gained, and 1 goal assist. 1 vote to Jay Geelong, who had 2 goals, 22 disposals, 5 marks, 3 tackles, 1 clearances, 489 minutes gained, and 1 goal assist. The next game is between West Coast and St Kilda. The final score was West Coast 10 goals 868 to St Kilda 12 goals 10 82. The Saints won by 14 points. Looking at the timeline of scores, in the first quarter, West Coast kicked 2 goals to 1 to lead by 9 points at quarter time. In the second quarter, West Coast won that quarter by scoring 4 goals to St Kilda 3 goals, with the Eagles leading by 14 points at half time. In the third quarter, the Saints kicked 3 goals against West Coast 2, with the Saints only trailing by 5 points at 3/4 time. However, Mason Wood and St Kilda dominated the last quarter, with the Saints putting 5 goals to the Eagles 2 goals, with the Saints winning by 14 points. The goal kickers for the Eagles were 3 goals to Cripps and Ryan, 2 goals to Darling, and singles to B. Williams and Gaff. For the Saints, Mason Wood had kicked 4 goals, 2 goals to King, singles to Sinclair, Ross, Membray, Higgins, Henry, and Calamini. The best players for the Eagles were Reid, Diagon, Gimby, Cripps, Barras, and Yo. For the Saints, their best players were Wood, Marshall, Dow, Sinclair, Winhagen, and Wanganing Millera. Both teams suffered a number of injuries, with Jake Woodman suffering his shoulder, and for St Kilda, King had did his knee. In looking at the stats, the Saints were plus 21 in disposals, they were plus 8 inside 50. For efficiency inside 50, the Saints were plus 3%. In terms of turnovers, the Saints were plus 1, and the Saints led for only 45% of the game. My 3-2-1 stats for the Brownlow are 3 votes to M. Wood St Kilda, who had 4 goals, 22 disposals, 8 marks, 6 tackles, 422 metres gained, and 1 goal assist. 2 votes for E-Yo, West Coast, who had 27 disposals, 1 mark, 7 tackles, 8 clearances, 489 minutes gained, and 2 goal assists. 1 vote to J. Sinclair, St Kilda, who had 1 goal, 23 disposals, 4 marks, 1 tackle, 2 clearances, 416 metres gained. The last game on Saturday was between Geelong and Richmond. The final score was Geelong 15 goals 9, 99 to the Tigers 10 goals 9, 69. Geelong won by 30 points. Looking at the timeline of the score, Richmond had a good start by kicking 4 goals to 2 to take a 13-point lead at quarter time. In the second quarter, both teams kicked 3 goals apiece, with the Tigers leading by 16 at the halftime break. In the third quarter, the Cats outscored the Tigers by kicking 6 goals to 3 to take a 3-point lead at 3-quarter time. And in the final quarter, the Cats dominated by kicking 4 goals to the Tigers 1 behind, and the Cats winning by 30 points. The goal kickers for the Cats were 3 goals to Dempsey, 2 goals to Hawkins, singles to Bowers, Braun, Close, Hawkins, Cameron, Zed Guthrie, Stengel, Neal, Holmes, and Neal. The goal kickers for the Tigers were 2 goals to Lafu, Martin, and Ryan, and singles to Mansell, Baker, Campbell, and Cumberland. The best players for the Cats were Holmes, Dempsey, Bowers, and Stewart. The best players for the Tigers were Graham, Baker, Rioli, and Martin. Looking at the stats, Geelong were plus 69 in disposals, they were plus 23 inside 50s. The efficiency inside 50, Geelong were -2. For turnovers, Geelong were -2. And the Cats had only led for 25% of the match. My 3-2-1 for the brownlow votes are 3 votes to O. Dempsey, Geelong, who had 3 goals, 27 disposals, 5 marks, 2 tackles, 2 clearances, 375 minutes gained, and 2 goal assists. 2 votes to M. Holmes, Geelong, who had 1 goal, 29 disposals, 4 marks, 2 tackles, 5 clearances, 667 minutes gained, and 1 goal assist. 1 vote to L. Baker, Richmond, who had 1 goal, 31 disposals, 2 marks, 6 tackles, 5 clearances, and 350 metres gained. Thank you for watching my show. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. Every subscriber will be much appreciated. Hope to see you again next time. See ya!